Hello there, my name is PolishLynx and welcome to some more Sakura Space. It's a late hour, actually later hour, kind of late, 16 minutes to 1 AM for me at the moment. So the shops are not nearly as busy. Technically all of them are actually closed right now, I believe. But whatever. With fewer people around, it should be easier to approach the maintenance shaft. While it was not wholly within company policy, we managed to go through rosters for the sector's engineers. Our next engineer should be approaching soon enough. Remember everyone. Discretion. Sure enough, he is approaching. Levels to me. Both of them nod and step back. Greetings. I was wondering if you had a moment to spare.
What do you want? I'm about to go to work.
I was just wondering if anything unusual has happened lately. Have you seen anything at all? He eyes us for a moment.
Not that I can recall.
Really? It's just that my friends and I have some concerns regarding security.
How so?
There was a hole in our quarters, scarred through the roof. And it was deliberately cut as well. No way, still that thing would just get a hole in it.
What time did it happen?
It was about an hour ago.
Wait, I know the guy who usually gets his ship there. He's been acting a bit weird lately. And I did notice that a cutter had gone missing from the engineering supplies room too. I'm guessing you're all looking into yourselves.
That is correct. We take any threats to our own security very seriously.
Well, I don't do any of the mercenary work around here. I just repair things if they break.
He just shrugs.
There's not else I can tell you. At least not about breaking company policy. Either way, I've got to get to work. I don't remember anything else weird happening.
Are you sure? Please let us know if you see anything. Hey. Let's go with the second. He's obviously not having a good start to his job. What I think would be better for now is to just leave him alone and wait for further information. Trying to push him right now will just backfire at me, probably. If you see anything else, please let us know.
Yeah, that's no problem. I've seen you ladies around before, so I know that I can trust you. Most of us in the engineering quarters don't really pay much mind to the mercs, but you three stand out for some reason.
I understand what kind of reasons he might be actually thinking. So, yes, I'd be very friendly for them as well. I'd tell them everything I knew. I would even break company's policy for them. Well, I'm glad we can reach an agreement.
Yeah, I'll let you know if anything crops up. You do see a lot of weird stuff happening in the unused maintenance shafts and back alleys of this ship. So if I see anything else, you guys will be first to know. I'll make sure that these incidents get reported to my superiors too.
Thank you for helping.
I just hope that it does not be in that hot water. It sounds like someone has it out for you, and I'm probably going to get targeted too.
He just sighs.
Oh well, it won't be the first time. Good luck on your hunt, time to hit work.
With little fanfare, he disappears down the maintenance shaft. So we have to find that engineer then. He would be able to tell us more if we can convince him to talk. What we can presume for now is that Akane is using him as a pawn in our game. What methods she used to convince him to go along with her plans are irrelevant. Even if we don't catch her this way, this will prevent her from getting into our quarters again. It's the perfect plan, more or less. It seems like this is too easy for, and we don't know if Akane has been watching us this whole time. It's then that we hear slow clapping. I think we have our answer then. Well done, well done. You shot your very sharp. Did you enjoy my muscle roll, Nami? I made sure to get there at the time just for you. I can see Nami's bro twitch with irritation, but she managed to keep her composure. She somehow knew that the massager had snared me as its target. The Jedi's progress must have sent a signal to her. Amy looks around at the shifting shadows, trying to pinpoint where she is. Where is she? Kotori seems excited. Come on, show yourself! I want to see what kind of skills you have! Yeah, Kotori! You always remind me of an overly friendly Labrador, that makes sense. We're so filled with life. There is no better way to live life! There is. But you're dodging the important thing here! Show me where you are! I swear it's always rush with you. Akane appears from the shadows, her whip ready to strike. So this is her, Captain? There is no mistaking it. Kotori seems really eager to start the fight. No, everyone. It's all just a game. There's no need for such hostilities here. You said this one for that drones after me, Captain. Let's just take that pretty personality. She didn't have any trouble taking them down, not at all. So I'm not seeing the issue here. Surely a mercenary company of your caliber would be able to handle some robots on autopilot. Or are you implying that your captain isn't good enough to do that? Akane lets out a mocking laugh. Seriously, really are the little target of the group, Kotori. Twist to it up with a bit of teasing. Kotori's brow twitches with anger. She leans over to whisper me. Permission to engage? Hold back for now. Permission granted. I'm not going to give you permission for what? I mean, first of all, we are in public. Second of all, can't say we have a lot of evidence to do anything. No. Besides, she made the point. She made a really valid point here. She is like that. One little thing and she would go into fight. Not a good idea here. I need more time to analyze Akane and her equipment. Besides, we are not even 3 hours into the game, I believe, and I won't believe that this would be the ending already. So yeah, we need to keep the game going. Okay, she's out in the open here. So, as angry as it makes Kotori. Please hold back for now. Why? She's right in front of us! If we take her down now, the moon is in the back! She would not reveal herself unless she had a plan, Kotori. I know we're angry, but if you act now, you might be falling into the trap. So please hold back just a little longer. What's the matter? Spit up your guard up into not attacking? Oh, no, she's a big Labrador! Kotori finally snaps at this moment, so for fuck's sake. I have just enough of you on your big mouth! Looks like it was for you. Or I have gotten a better impression of Akane from this short time. She's employing her training even now. And as I noticed before, she's exactly 3 meters away from us. Her blades light up as if ignited by the flames of her rage. I can take you down right away! Let's see if you can. Before I can react, Kotori is already in striking distance of Akane. All I saw was a yellow blue in front of my eyes. With a quick glance, I can see her blades have their stunning configuration on. She's planning to capture Akane alive. Considering how angry she is, I'm surprised she has that configuration on. Take this! Kotori's blades sing through the air, but Akane manages to evade them. She leaps away, getting out of Kotori's reach. So yeah, it's true, she's more of a talk than action, I guess. Get back here, I'm not done with you yet! Akane's whip snaps as it snakes through the air, but Kotori is too fast for it. She easily deflects it, once again getting within striking distance. Kotori, don't engage her alone. No, I don't need her help! She's mine! And that's when you get your ass kicked. Am I, Kotori? I have spent a lot of time analyzing your fighting style. No matter how fast you are, it doesn't help when I know exactly what you're going to do. Oh yeah? Kotori begins spinning through the air, becoming a whirlwind of blades. Configuration! Non-organic cutting! Her blades form a whirling barrier, and they still have their stance setting on. Okay, so I assume she's holding the blades high, like the arm have, like the shoulder have. So you just need to freaking kicking the legs while being low at its done. Since it will cut non-organic material, that whip should be no problem. Acquiring anything except synthetic material in this day and age is extremely expensive. I have some bad news for you, but your little whirling barrier is going to protect you. Akane's whip shoots out again, but it isn't cut by Kotori's blades. Wrapping itself around Kotori's body, the whip restrains her from moving. You cannot help but notice that it wraps around her in a very particular way. But how? My whip is covered in organic leather. I was waiting for you to use that attack. If I had used synthetic materials, you would have cut it to pieces before it hit you. But as it is, you actually did my work for me. Your daggers wrapped my whip all around you without me putting in any effort at all. Normally you would be too fast to catch, but you put so much confidence in that blade barrier of yours. Akane looks down at her while she struggles. I like the way it's wrapping around you. Wouldn't you say it's squeezing you in all of the right places? Get off me! Kotori sags against the bending whip, but it doesn't seem to help. Get your hands off my crew member. I reach for my pistol. Why would you do that? You'd better not do that, Captain. Otherwise, Akane pulls out the camera. I record her when I turn on the whip's vibration mode. Vibration mode? So just let me enjoy myself for a moment, and I will let you get away with no one else seeing this little embarrassing moment. Seems she has a king for these things. No way, my is for the captain only. All of my hard work will not be for your pleasure. I swear, Kotori says some of the most embarrassing things sometimes, and I'm not really interested in her body. Oh really? Let me try another setting. Kotori's spacesuit suddenly splits open. Nanotechnology sure is great. How dare you! I think I might enable the vibration mode now. Since you're putting up such a fight, Kotori. Soon enough, the whip begins to hum. Kotori makes some interesting expression as the quivers of the whip shakes through her body. I'll get you back for this! This Labrador is to be underestimated! Oh, be a good Labrador and don't pull on your leash so much. The whip tightens, particularly around Kotori's chest. Although it's causing her face to blush, she seems to be resisting the entire time. You are a defiant one, aren't you? Well, if you are very tough, that's what I like about all of you. Since you're not going to give in, I guess I've had my fun. Next time I'm not going to be so generous. Your humiliation will be thorough. Akane disappears into the shadows again, leaving her whip behind. Get back here, we aren't done yet. Yes, I'm pretty sure you are. No, not yet. But we are done for now. We rush over to Kotori and free her from the snaring whip. She's a little groggy from the whip's stunning effects, but she managed to stand up by herself. I'm pretty sure that clothes of hers should be torn a bit. I really want to punish her good. I can't believe that I lost so badly. It's fine, Kotori. Am I the only one thinking that Shika, was prizing a lot, her crew a lot before, but that crew isn't as great as she claimed that to be? I mean, as long as Shika didn't fail when she was attacked, well, Kotori was basically destroyed. Anyway, she's trying to get us angry so that we're going to make more mistakes. Right, you got angry just a second ago, so... And it's working really bad! Kotori pouts grumpily. I'm gonna show her who's a Labrador when I find her. Just you wait, Akane. You're going to see what a Labrador can do when they have you cornered. I honestly don't like that breed as well. Naomi seems more interested in the whip she left behind. So that's how she fights. Although the entire situation was unfortunate, we have an idea of how she works now. Wait, why did she leave the whip behind? It's obviously some sort of trap. Maybe she left it to keep Kotori ensnared. Alright, I would like to say the second one, but I will go this. Maybe there is something with that thing. It's a trap. That's the only reason that she could have left it behind. I just think it might actually be like too much of a pain to get it back. Or she just has some way to get it back anyway, if we take it to our home area. Anyway, do you think so? We don't know what configurations this whip could potentially have. For the time being, we shouldn't touch it. So what, you will leave it lying there in that freaking shopping area? Now that's a fine observation, Captain. I mean, that was a mine observation. For the time being, we should take a moment to have a closer look at the whip. This whip must have some level of different configuration in it. Chances are that she wants us to take it inside our quarters. That would be a fair presumption. Wait, that was just my thinking. With how compact technology is in this galaxy, you could easily add an audio or video recording configuration to just about any kind of device. Lovely times. Although it is covered in leather, this whip must have some sort of form of nanotechnology inside of it. There are nanoreceptors embedded in the leather! I felt them when she had me bound with the whip. All of those receptors could reconfigure themselves into cameras, giving her a perfect analysis of the insides of our quarters. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if she already had the data on the insides of our quarters. That's why she left it behind. Kotori has. What an obvious trick! You had better not keep underestimating us. She's going to get it the next time I see her. I'll take this as a vow on my every life. Alright. Rest in peace, Kotori. It's been kind of nice meeting you. I guess now our team will consist of 2 people soon. Perhaps we are the ones underestimating her. That you do for sure. She probably won't try to use the mind test shafts again. What if she thinks that? That you think that? Nah, she's been compromised. So what, you won't repair it? I'd rather repair that. Wisdom would dictate that she's going to take some other approach with the next attack. So perhaps the best thing we can do is try and get the jump on her. But how are we going to do that? We can only speculate what she'll try to do next. We'd better head back to our quarters and lick our wounds. Kotori is going to need a lot of time for her pride to recover from Akane's blow. I'm surprised she hasn't. Wait, what pride? What are you talking about? Sorry, but so far, she didn't act as a pride person, in my opinion. Looking back, I swear that I see someone moving around in the shadows. I disembodied giggle echoes through the empty shops. Kotori, are you in here? I haven't heard from her since that incident from before. Sure enough, there she is, sitting with a stuffed toy between her arms. Whoa, she's still pouting grumpily. Hey, are you alright? No! Never before have I been so easily tricked like that! She knew just how to push my buttons and lure me into her trap. La brother, huh? The dog in her arms is being squeezed tighter and tighter. Careful, you're going to make him pass out. She just pouts even harder. He can't take it! I just want to smack Akane in the face. It's not just about the money anymore. One thing Kotori cannot handle is failure. Or being made fun of. It's been some time since we've suffered defeat like this, so it probably hit her hard. Overconfidence tends to do this subtly. It's not a total defeat. You realize that she had those nanoreceptors implanted into the whip. If you had not done that, she would have gotten a perfect analysis of our quarters. What are you talking about? I knew that. I said it first. Okay, then she might want us to take that freaking thing. But she still knew where to strike with that massage gel. I imagine that was just a random attack. She only knew there was a hallway and nothing else. Okay, I got a notification on the phone. So give the circumstances. You did, oh for fuck's sake. Alright, this guy is perishing from here, thank you. So, given the circumstances, you do well. I guess so. She slumps over on her bed, the doll still trapped in her arms. She knows everything about us, and she targeted us out of all the mercenaries here. What does that mean, Captain? She considers us dead. Perhaps she's connected to us somehow. I mean, she said she was a fan and stuff. Okay. Oh, exactly. Oh my god, I can't believe I remembered that correctly. She described herself as one of our biggest fans. Perhaps there is some sort of emotional connection she feels with us. It's not even a matter of her ego. Hey, you might be right. She also holds a high opinion of us, for the most part. Which I don't understand at all. You don't just run a group of mercenaries of stock to stock. There has to be something more to her actions. I can't work it out right now, for she must have known that I get really angry when people taunt me. People like her are the worst. They rely on cheap tricks and cheap words to win fights. So basically what you say, they are capable of winning a fight just with words. I'd say that's a pretty good thing if you can win a fight using just words. And basically you don't have to use any physical strength. I mean, yeah. So basically, Kotori, you just said that you are lower than them. Especially if they talk about you. If you can't stand just being talked about, then I'd say that's pretty low. I understand getting angry about talking about someone close to you. But about yourself, you should not really care. The worst part is that we're amongst the best mercenaries in the business, and yet such tricks actually worked on me. Kotori grabs her stuffed toy and throws it at the wall. It lands on top of her precariously balanced pile of toys, causing the entire thing to come tumbling down. The only reason why it bothers you so much because it was personal, don't you think? She knew how to push your buttons. I know, but I have to do better than that. It's every pound we came across knew about me, I would end up falling for the same trap over and over again. I know how it feels. That's a lie. All you can do is accept your flaws and try to improve them on them. Okay, that's true. You could spend all day on reflecting how things can go wrong. Or you can take steps to ensure that it will not go wrong in the future. I know. She lets out another deep sigh. Reaching over to her shelf, she grabs another stuffed toy and crushes it in between her arms. Okay, so if you say between her arms, I bet it's not only between her arms. I need some more time. I'll be out soon enough, okay? Leaving her alone would be the best option for now, probably. She needs time to collect her thoughts. Perhaps I should check on Nami. Nami's not in her room, so perhaps she's somewhere else. I mean, if she's not in the room, she definitely is somewhere else. This quarter's not very large, so I can only think of one place she might be. She's training in the simulation room again. What? Okay, it's not. Sure enough, as I step inside, I see her inside the room. This time she's sitting on her knees. I wonder what sort of exercise she could be doing. Confirm. Enable electrically charged rounds. Confirm. I must feel the stink of failure. Sure enough, all of the virtual drones begin to hover around her. However, she is still not moving. She rests one hand on the hilt of her plasma cutter. The drones begin opening fire, and still she does not move. Instead, she moves her hefty blade, deflecting the shots as they command her. From all angles they rain down those electrically charged shots. If she gets hit by those, it won't be lethal, but it's going to sting a bit. Even so, she does not miss a beat. It's always amazed me how swiftly she can move her sword. She could have been a dancer instead of mercenary, and yet somehow she ended up here. So it's something more exciting, basically. All she's doing is sitting there and deflecting, however. It's then that I see it. She's trying to deflect the bullets in a particular way, making them ricochet off the walls of the simulation room. She's trying to destroy the drones while remaining on the defensive. The shots are ricocheting everywhere in completely unpredictable patterns. It's a storm of electrically charged projectiles. In that storm, the drones are swept up. The virtual bullets smash through them, spitting pixelated sparks everywhere. And even in the midst of all of that chaos, she still doesn't move. Her eyes remain focused, filled with determination. Although more and more drones will fill the simulation room, she still does not move. Confirm. Increase difficulty? Confirm! The bullets in the room begin to accelerate. Nami still manages to keep up, although she seems to be exerting a lot more effort. Still not good enough. I need to be faster, stronger. I must do better if I want. I'm to triumph over Kane. She's pushing herself so hard. With renewed effort, she begins to focus on her reflections. It's then that she begins to strike the drones with perfect precision. Each reflection downs one of her digital combatants. Soon there is only silence in the room. She looks around her, confirming that there are no drones left. Exceptional performance, as always? See, that's what you do after a situation like that. Not sulking, that's the word. She's not sulking in. I mean, she wasn't attacked, but before she was attacked, she wasn't sulking in. She's training, damn it. Would you like to try again with increased difficulty? Nami shakes her head. No, this is fine for now. I need to rest and collect my thoughts. Oh. Understood! Listening locks on the special room! Watching again? She feels a bit uncomfortable, but she seems to be remaining steady. Yes. I'm amazed that you managed to do that without moving. It's a necessary exercise. Akane's attacks aim to beam or disable, so I need to learn how to defend myself even if I can't move. With that deflection technique I have been working, she won't be able to strike me with that whip. What do you think? We have to consider other possibilities too. I think so too. Alright, boom. Akane casually discarded her whip before, but just to lure us into a trap. Maybe. Somehow I don't think that she's attached to it as we might have thought earlier. Now that you mention it, she wouldn't have trained with just that weapon. Even Kotori and I know how to use firearms, albeit not nearly as effectively as you. Akane obviously knows how to use that whip, but she would surely have some other kind of weapon training. I suppose it cannot hurt to practice nonetheless. Not at all. Just remember that if you become too fixated on countering her whip, she might pull out something else and completely surprise you. That is a fine observation. Perhaps I should start simulating a wider variety of opponents. Attack drones of the scupper, no matter how fast or intelligent they are. It does not change their own limitations. However, Nami, there's one thing which I think must be addressed. Was it really necessary to make the virtual rounds charged? When something is charged in a simulation, that means that it carries a slight electrical charge. I mean, that was obvious, and when it hits you it stings. That's also obvious. If too many of them hit you, you would have been sore in the morning. Speaking from experience, I guess. Considering the current circumstances, I can't help but feel that it's unwise. We need everyone at peak performance at the moment. While it wouldn't be legal, being hit by that many electrical charges would put you out of commotion for a while. You need to have some risk if you want to push yourself. If nothing is at stake, then you will simply remain mediocre. Even so, there is wisdom in assuring your safety first. I understand, Captain. For your sake, I will not undergo any more charge simulations. Well, that was easy to settle. If it were Kotori, it would have taken ages to argue my point. I doubt she would actually use charge sets. So, about Akane. After the last defeat we had, she said that she's going to start recording. Said so what? Why is she giving us so many chances? Obviously her goal is to avenge triumph over us. She obviously has an incredible ego. I'd say she just wants to join the team. I bet that's it. One sign of arrogance is to keep giving your opponents extra chances to beat you. However, this does also prove that she isn't as ruthless as we thought. That is another point we should discuss. She obviously isn't consumed by her desire to defeat us. She has even stated that she does not want this to end so early. Oh, for fuck's sake. Great. Got to love when something like that happens. Anywho, but why would she want to do that? We already know that she's a fan of ours, kind of. So that must also mean that she sees this as an inserting herself into one of our adventures. That is one theory I have thought about, at least. There is still a lot that we do not know about Akane. It's rather frustrating to say the least. Usually we wouldn't need to create such an extensive psychological profile of our bounty target. Most of the people who we have contacted were just warmongers, or criminals who couldn't cover their tracks. Akane, however, has proven that she is resourceful, difficult to trace, and nearly impossible to catch. I mean, technically, all the tracing you do is go to that ventilation shaft, and that's it. That's not actually a lot of searching for someone. She could disappear right now, having defeated us, and we would probably never see her again. I think I also recall that she sees this as some sort of game. What you said does make sense in that regard. She's trying to become part of the story, in other words. But that just seems like a rather unusual thing to do. It's not much of a motive for someone who traveled all this way just to have this small battle with us. And now that I think about it, what if she's the one that actually posted the bounty about herself? Because I think she might be rich. First, those robots she used, actually drones she used, later that whip, maybe. So she's either a very bad person, or she must be obsessed with us on some level. Obsession. Now that would explain a lot. I think that's it. She's obsessed with us. But the reason why? Well, we cannot discern that right now. I mean, I understand why someone might be obsessed with you too. Don't know about the third one. I mean, her personality isn't too great. We don't know where she... we don't know where she is. We don't know what she's planning, and we don't know how to fight back. Until we sort out what we're going to do right now. There is no point in asking why. But of course, we normally do not take much interest in our targets. It's all part of the challenge, I suppose. Do we have a plan? Yeah, trying to search for her ourselves isn't going to work. We'll just play into her hands like we did last time. So the question is how we can bait her. That is what I was thinking too. If we made a trap, even if she saw it, I do not think she would be able to ignore it. Her ego is too big for that. I think so too. She's trying to prove her superiority, so of course she would turn up even to an obvious trap. Just so that she could prove that she's completely capable of outwitting us. We cannot make that bait too resistible, that would just make our intentions obvious. What we need is something subtle. which seems to be of no consequence. She's a fan of ours, apparently. I mean, we know that already. So what would lure her out? I look down the pistol on my belt. No, that wouldn't work. That would be too obvious. But maybe. Nami looks at me quizzically. What is on your mind, Captain? I think I might have a plan. Doesn't our simulation room have deployable modules? Nami immediately realizes what my plan is. They only have a certain range. And this plan relies on her knowing that we don't have a simulation room. Don't worry. We just need to think one step ahead of her. We'll find out if that thinking one step ahead of her worked out in the next episode. For now, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.